let's start with a question. Let's start with a question for you. To kick off our first keynote, we'd like to know, when you're thinking of buying your next car, if you're buying a next car, what's it going to be? Fully electric, hybrid, low or fossil-free fuel, or hydrogen, or maybe you'll tell us you're not going to be buying a car. That's also something we'd love to hear. Please, let us know. And we are delighted to have a board member of the technical development at Škoda Auto as our first keynote speaker. He is a doctor in automobile technology and has a lot to tell us about the technical aspects of what Škoda has achieved in sustainability, but also in terms of in the ways in which Škoda has, delivered on its promise to develop more and more sustainable solutions. So it gives us truly great pleasure to welcome Dr. Johannes Neft. Welcome. Welcome, Doctor. Welcome.
So thank you very much. Very warm welcome from my side as well, and very warm welcome in the name of Škoda. I was listening very carefully to you because we have to work with all the legacies and with all the legislatives we are getting from European Union, and sometimes it's even not so easy to interpret and to understand what is mentioned. But I can only say we are fully committed, and perhaps I'm coming to some points what you said as well during my presentation. But before I'm going deeply inside, just let me say some words about our activities as Škoda in Finland. Finland is a very important market for us, and I have to point out that we are cooperating with our partners in Finland already since 1947. And I will tell you later onwards, Škoda is even much older, and also our motorsport activities are even much older. But since 1947, we are cooperating here with our partner, and we are quite successful together. So last year, we are in second place in market share with more than 10%, and we have two very successful cars here in Finland. It's the Octavia and it's the Enyaq. And the Enyaq is, in terms of BEV cars, the second best sold car here in Finland, and we are very proud about that. So I'm very happy that I got the opportunity to explain you what does sustainability mean for us as a brand, but what does sustainability mean for us for the motorsports as well, because you cannot claim to be a sustainable company if you are not speaking about sustainability in a holistic way, and that includes for sure the motorsport activities for us as well. So we are fully committed as a brand in the targets of the European Commission. We will, till 2030, bring at least 6 more complete new BEV cars into the market. Some of them you already know. We were speaking about a small car, our so-called Epic, where we also will gain the possibility of lower price BEV cars for the market, which we think we will be very successful. We will bring our main SUV SUV car next year already, the Elroq, and we are working on many more cars. So what do we want to reach? We want to reduce our carbon footprint by more than 50%. And a very good example for that is we are not speaking only about our BEV cars in reducing and in working on sustainability, but we are looking on that, as I said, in a holistic way. So, for example, our production plants in India, where we are producing more than 150,000 cars per year, will be carbon neutral already from next year onwards. So, and this is something what we will bring for the much higher volumes which we are producing in European Union as well. We are all going in that direction. Let us go now to our motorsport activities and to the sustainability aspects of motorsports. And we will have some good examples, what you said already, that some of the developments of motorsports have big opportunities to get a path into the serial production. And Škoda Motorsports already exists for 123 years, and we already sold 590 Škoda rally cars in more than 68 countries. So that means that in motorsports, in the WRC, we are feeling as a successful company, and we want to go ahead like this. But we can only do that if motorsport fits into our sustainability targets. And how are we doing that? And one of the biggest steps we did, and in my point of view also one of the biggest opportunities for serial production, is the use of e-fuels. And we will hear about that a little bit later onwards from company P1. But the sustainability path with the e-fuels is one of the biggest steps we made, and I will show you some figure what does that mean for us. But we shall not only look on fuels, we should also look on materials. We are working with biocomposites, for example, also some materials which we can bring into serial production later onwards. And we have to look on everything which includes the carbon footprints. That is also logistics and so on, and we have to try to reduce that everywhere. I heard a little bit about that also for this event, which we are having here for the rally. So it's not only to look on the cars, it's to look on everything. And we have some car downstairs where you can see a lot of the opportunities we are having and a lot of the opportunities we are already using. And we started with e-fuels, but we should not stop with e-fuels. We should look on all lubricants we are using, the same like engine oil, damping oil, and so on. And we should also look on all the other materials we are using on the car. And what does that bring? Only by the using of the e-fuels, and that is very important also for the cars which we will still have, combustion cars, which we will still have in the market from 2035 onwards. Only with that, we reduce the footprint of our cars and our fleet in the rally sport to 78%. That's not 100%, it's 78%, and that shows we have to go on. And how to go on means to use some examples we are showing downstairs, but for sure that's not all. We have to work on each single item in order to improve that. And that's not the only thing what we have to do. As a rally sports community, we have to speak about that. That's an important point. No? We have to speak about that. We have to transmit that outside of the community. People need to know that we are already saving and we are already reducing the carbon footprint which we are having. In my point of view, too less people know about this. No? It should not be in the way that somebody mentioned rally sports is bad for the environment. No, we are already using that. We are working on that hardly. We try to invent new things which we can bring into serial production as well. So this is the way we have to work together. And with that, I have to thank the FIA, I have to thank the promoters, and I have to thank all the other brands who are working in the WRC family, because everybody until now is going in the same direction. The only thing I would like to point out is we even have to do more, and we should not stop, and we should go further, and we have to bring that into the public so that everybody knows if you have a rally here in Finland, you are not emitting more than if you have a cycle race somewhere else. and that is the most important point. Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much for that. And I believe that one great message of this is that the great leaps that we're doing are fantastic steps. We're not there yet, but the good should not be the enemy of the best.
And it was not a small step what we did already.
It's a huge leap already.
It's already a huge step.
Yeah, leap. I'd like to get your feedback, if I may, on the poll that we asked our participants to answer. And this is what it looks like. And this is very interesting, that the next car for them will be, in number one position, a hybrid, then fully electric, then low or fossil-free fuel. Won't buy a car, only 8%, so you'll be happy about that. And hydrogen, not quite yet there yet, and then we'll see in our next poll where we're going with that. But it's interesting. It's still hybrid. It's not fully electric, and there are some changes also in the production of your colleagues in other car manufacturers that are adjusting. Why? How do you interpret this?
Well, this is a trend which we can observe everywhere in the world. Even if you're going to China or somewhere else, you see that the trend is going into the hybrid cars. For me, still, this is something like a bridging technology. Bridging into more confidence into the electric cars, and for sure the pure electric cars give a huge opportunity if you get the complete energy out of renewable sources. Then it's really important. Yeah. Interesting is that if you would have asked me what are my next cars,
please.
Well, for sure, I have a special situation as being board member of Škoda, so I'm changing cars quite often, but next car would have been a PHEV Kodiaq together with the Enyaq.
Okay. Which is fully electric, or is it?
The Enyaq is fully electric.
It's fully electric, yeah.
It's fully electric, and the Kodiaq is a hybrid.
Yeah, okay. All right. So 2 cars.
And perhaps a last, let me mention that as I'm from Škoda. So for sure, Škoda tries to offer for our customers everything what they want to have. So we are working on all worlds, on all technology worlds, but nevertheless, as I said, we are fully committed to the targets of the European Union, and we are really getting a lot of energy into the development of our fully electric cars as well.
And we admire the work you're doing, and I was wondering whether we should give a chance to one of our colleagues. I know that we were short in time. One of our colleagues to get into not a Škoda tonight, but a BMW at Harju tonight. It's an option, but it's not obligatory, but it's an option. All right.
But you do not have to take it. No?
You do not have to take it. If you don't want to go, it's fine. You can leave it to somebody else. It's fine. Any questions? Any questions, comments, encouragement? Aren't they doing a great job? Yeah, I think they're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Vielen Dank.
Thank you.
Thank you.